Good morning, Miss. The title I report is Personal Provision. Personal, Personal Provision, Section 13. Statutory Provision on Entrance and Clearance. The provision of Section 1001 to 1025 of the Tariff and Custom Code of the Philippines as amended on entrance and clearance vessel are termed incorporated and mutual. Section 14 Pre-arrival notice of arrival NOA with a estimate time of arrival ETA. The shipping agent or representative of any vessel engaged in foreign trade entering any of the Philippine ports of entry shall notify the Piers and Inspection Division Bay Service Section for its equivalent office of the vessel arrival of the other particular at least 24 hours in advance. B. Upon receipt the notice of arrival NOA, the custom inspector of E2M-OIC of the Piers and Inspection Division Bay Service section of its equivalent office shall perform the following function. Number 1. Electricity electro, electronically verify the vessel registry number, principal, and other vessel information through client profile registration system or CPRS. Number 2, input the estimate time arrival ETA in the 2 E2M custom system. Number 3, encode the same date system and affix its signature on the hard copy of the notice of arrival. Number 4, furnish the customs boarding terms a team a copy of the process notice of arrival NOA. B. Assignment of cost assignment of custom boarding team. The custom boarding team shall be assigned by the Chief Bay Service section of the equivalent office through the duty sign assignment order. Next slide. Section 12, item number 14, here to contain therein all documents, export copies of the custom inspector of the board vessel shall be forward to the office of the Chief Bay Service section or its equivalent office or transmittal office concerned. For inward foreign manifest IFM to consolidated cargo manifest CCM contents. A. B landing number. B marks the number of cartoons, drums, boxes, crates, and container. C. Container and seal number. If contains and initial FCL in a full contain load, and LSC if less container load. D is number of package. E kind of package, cartons, boxes, drums, and etc. G is knife shipper. H is cons- consignee. I is crossweight in metric tons. J is measurement in cubic meters. K is port of origin. L is notify party. Section 15. Arrival. A. Custom documents permits. Number 1. Quarantine certificate of incoming vessel from the foreign port. Entry vessel from any port of peace outside the Philippines shall not permitted until they have obtained quarantine certificate issued under the authority the Bureau of Certificate in the first vessel has already been issued will not be required to undergo another quarantine formalities in siding ports of calls of Philippines. The certificate shall be part of the requirements documents to be received by the custom senior boarding officer from the master of the vessel. Number 2. Entrance vessel from a foreign port. Upon arrival of the vessel from a foreign port, BOC OPM form number 9. Oath the engineering vessel from the foreign port with a customs documentary stamp duty accomplished by the master in the fore. Next slide. The following custom personnel shall be member of the custom boarding time. Number 1. Custom senior boarding officer. Number 2. Custom inspector. 3. Custom guards. C. Submission of advance electronic manifest before arrival vessel engaged foreign trade through E2M custom system and penalties. The submission of electronic copy of inward foreign manifest E dash manifest E dash IFM and electronic copy of the consolidated cargo manifest E dash CCM must be done through any value added service providers VA created by the BOC. Registration of e-manifest. The system technically registered a manifest in a E2M custom system if the manifest meets the submission deadline. However, it is deadline is missed to the office deputy collector of operation to allow POC institution letter. Manual can be approved the function in E2M a late a late the schedule or fines provided in section 22521 of the tariff of the and the custom code of the Philippines as amended. Number 3. Documents to the produced by the master upon entry of vessel. The following documents by property accomplished shall be submitted by the Master of the Custom Senior Boarding Officer. A. Quarantine certificate. B. Clearance of vessel from the port of the call. C. Original 4 copies inward foreign manifest duty signed by the master. D. 3 copies each of the following. Number 1. Crew list. Number 2. Passenger list. Number 3. Passenger list for L aliens aliens requirements by the integration. Number 4. Copy of original duplicate of bills of landing. 5. Boarding store list. Number 6. Narco list and dangerous drug list. Number 7. Meal list. Number 8. Number 9. Number 9. Firearms and ammunition list. Number 10. Crew declination list. Number 11. Parcel list. Number 12. Shipping articles and register of the vessel of Philippines. E. True cargo manifest in any reach of disposed to the custom inspector and return master prior departure of other ports. F. Cargo storage plan of hatch list. G. If passenger vessel 3 copies of disembark disembarking passengers list in their baggage declaration. Next, distribution of inward foreign manifest IFM hard copies. The inward foreign manifest shall be distributed in the following office. A. Original copy. Prepare the inspection division by PID or equivalent office. Number B. 1 copy. Commission of Audit COA. Residence Auditor of through the office of the Commission. Commissioner OCCO. C. 1 copy. Intelligent Group IG. D. 1 copy. Assessment and Operation Monitoring Group ACCG. Number 5. Permits of for discharge and landing of the cargo unless the vessel has put into distress the customs senior boarding officer. Surveillance and control. Number 6. Endorsement of permit. The following permit shall be endorsed of the reverse side thereof. Next. A. General permit. B. General ship side permit. C. Permit for the sending of special consignments of the cargo to the piers of the parcel section. D. Permit issued by the deputy collector of the operation of vessel to another. Number 7. Shipside permit. Shipside permit when a duty process is approved by the collector of custom of the deputy collector of operation or the evaluate office as the case of the allowed authority to the custom inspector assigned by the vessel allowed the discharge cargo satisfy the permit of the shipment of the cargo auto letters. 3 kinds of the shipside permit. A. Regular permit shipside permit issued by the Deputy Collector for the operation. Evaluate office now they required for all cargoes which have belong to the categories of regular shipside cargoes under existing regulation. B. Special shipside permit when cargoes does not belong to the regular shipside cargoes such as ballast, garbage, provision, watering, bunkering, vessel parts of the repair ship's agent has get the authority from this collector of custom prior processing and approval deputy collector and operation of its equivalent office. C. Temporary shipside site permit is a written authority to discharge cargoes shipside until later first order the collector custom the permit to forward direct to the custom inspector the carrying vessel without entry as delay ship carrying vessel without entry being filled pending insurance of shipside permit pen, pending insurance of shipside deliver permit the custom inspector on the board may receive written requests from the countersigned by the ship's agent and approved by the separate carriers under such as circumstance the same procedure enjoyed in the case or she vessel uh, underground guard provide that in case in 72 hours from the time of discharge the chief base service section of its equivalent office shall be advised concurrently the cargo may be sent to the custom designed barge pool areas piers wharf and underguards. Next, B. Transfer note, boat note shall be made in certificate by the custom inspector on the board for cargoes delivered of shipside by transfer note shall show the following for A. Name vessel registry number. B. Name of letter. C. Name of broker or the consign. D. Shipside numbers. Permit numbers. D. Marks and numbers. E. IF. Kind of description of goods. G. Time to date. Later left the consignment alongside vessel. H. Name of the signature. Signature custom inspector, custom guard in charge of the letter and patron of the letter. I. Any other information and or remarks such as for the shipside permit the collector of the custom. The copies of prepared transfer note shall be distributed as the following: original and duplicate to custom guard in charge. certificate attached to the ship's side permit to with the guards check footwork. Certificate to patrol and lighter. Indicate inspector's file. Certificate attached to the booklet and a transfer note issue officer. Next, P. Boarding sequence. The vessel upon the arrival from the foreign port entry. The insurance of the quarantine or certificate in a Bureau of Quarantine shall be boarding the following others. Order 1. Or Custom Senior Boarding Officer. 2. Custom Guards assigned the vessel. 3. 2. Integration Officer. 3. Department of Agriculture or Plant Animal Fishes Quarantine Representative as required. 4. Other agency or person authorized to collector of the customs. C. Custom boarding team of the foreign vessel. Number 1. Custom senior boarding officer shall place the vessel under the custom control and surveillance by posting a custom inspector and custom guards thereon. 2. No person shall be permitted to go board such as vessel except the pilot consult health and official investigation and custom officers without the permit of the customs inspectors on the board vessels. Number 3. No tugboat, rowboat, and other watercrafts shall be allowed to go alongside the vessel. Ferry any person shall be vessel without a permit from the collector of customs or his duty authorized representative. 4. Authorized tugboat, rowboats, and other watercrafts shall keep any from such vessel engaged in a foreign trade distance and not less than 50 meters. D. Equal time arrival ATA of foreign vessel through E2M custom system. After boarding formalities, the two E2M-OIC of Pierce Inspectors Division Bay. Service section shall be put equal time of arrival ATA from the boarding information sheet submitted the custom boarding officer. Submission of supplemental cargo manifest. Supplemental cargo manifest is a manifest submission treated non-kate submission shall be penalty related the Part 2, Section 14C of the Manual Supplemental Manifest Mystery CAO 6-2007 of CMO 37-2009. Otherwise, the shipside shipment subject is a supplemental manifest will be considered the manifest and subject to requires providing submission supplemental manifest. Number 1. Cargo VOC through the VASP not later than from 48 hours from the date discharge of the last package from the vessel. Number 2. For cargoes not listed, IFM storage plan was submitted a manifest submitted later than 24 hours from the date of the package and in a both case deputy collector operation the chief appears in 48 or the 24 hours rule case may manifest into the manifest system EMC. F. Uploading of cargoes. A. Discharge of the contains cargo shall be authorized only upon the insurance of general permit customs senior boarding officer. B. Yet thereafter unloading of containers shall commence. C. During unload, custom inspector, custom guard on a board foreign vessel shall verify container numbers against the discharging sequence. D. Custom inspectors, custom guard shall check, inspect, or container seal are intact. E. Submit discharging report shall be submitted upon ano? Duties of custom inspectors relative of import cargo. A. Unless unless the collector custom permit their discharge into the lighter carriers to subserve public interest vessel at official designated piers. B. All cargoes vessel that go alongside the piers except the hereafter specified. C. All import cargoes discharged shipside all the check custom detail by the custom inspectors each carrier. D. Custom inspectors aboard vessel shall permit shipside upon receive the shipside delivery permit. E. In case where discrepancy occurs between the check of the custom guard that there are no carriers both as to the number. Next, F. The deliver of cargo shipsides must be important duty customs inspectors. G. The custom inspectors on the board may also receive within permits from the collector of custom deputy collector for operation which to send a boarded warehouse. G. Special permits are issued to send certain designated cargoes with the custom house. I. Package manifest as a parcel. There's contain variable and goods. K. Goods from foreign port transfer directly from the carrying vessel and another vessel engage the coastside foreign trade upon the customs. I. A. L. Importation of arms. Okay. Ammunition shall be discharged immediately from the vessel. Proper transfer the note to send receive the custom police division for the safekeeping and the proper disposition. M. Goods remaining boards or any vessel expiration of the period discharge and not reported for the transmitted transshipment to another the uplanded port unless on the other side. Instructor instructions to the custom inspections relative to carriers receiving import cargo. A. No to cargoes to discharge shipside open carriers. B. Carriers alongside a vessel having cargo that is under customs supervision. C. Empty carriers shall not be permitted to the all night alongside a government pier or a vessel moored thereto. D. Landed Section 16 Departure Aid Documents Permits 1. Documents required for exportation 1.1 General A. Export Declaration. B. Commercial Invoice. C. Packaging List. D. Export Permits for Regulated Cargoes 1.2 Additional Documents Required. A. CBW Shipments Transfer Note of Indifference CIN Certificate of the Inspections and Loading CIL Additional A. Additional documents required. A. Shipments transfer B. Pizza shipments. Pizza transfer note the pizza tally sheet. C. Provincial loading. Transit cargo manifest. D. Constructive warehousing and vigilate importation. Previous import entry and internal revenue declaration IAIRT reportation bond and transshipment permit. E. Special permit to load. Letters request from the shipment lines and list containers indeed for loading. Number 2. Inspector's certificate loaded and reports of customs on board. The inspector's certificate on loading is accomplished by the customs inspectors on a board carrying vessel for all conventional export be accomplished in 5 copies and signed by the customs inspectors on the board vessel. Next, number 3. Custom clearance of foreign vessel. For the purposes of clearance of the vessel, the following documents shall be presented to PID clearance section prior to insurance clearance. A. BOC OPM form number 12, outward foreign manifest, 4 copies, 1 original copy and 3 photocopies. B. BOC OPM form number 10, oath the master manifest in clearance foreign port, 4 copies, 1 original copy with custom documentary stamp, 3 photocopies. C. BOC OPM form number 11, oath masters foreign vessel clearance without passengers, 4 copies, 1 original copy with customs documentary stamp and 3 photocopies. D. BOC number 2, clearance of vessel of a foreign port, 2 copies, first original copy custom copy with a custom decoder stamp. Second, original copy master of the vessel copy with a original steel signature of the collector customs his duty authorized representative. E. BOCOPM Form Number 3. Clearance of the customs inspectors assigned by the board in 3 copies. First, first copy of clearance officer. Second copy for shipments agent. Third copy for the custom inspectors on the board. FBOC number 88. Statistic supplemental in the 4 copies. G. Bureau of Quarantine clearance for the outgoing vessel. H. Plant quarantine clearance. I. Post office clearance. J. Request for the custom clearance by shipments agency signed by the customs inspectors carrying vessel in which the assigned ready to the port. K. The register shipment articles the ship vessels custom of Philippine Register. I. The consular certificate of entry if the vessel is a foreign register when required. When a vessel foreign port comply the stress whether another supply destination such a vessel listed I.E. B. Stuffing and loading of cargoes. 1. Containerized. 1.1 Instructions relative of stuffing and contains export cargoes. A. Upon the insular authorities load and export declaration permit duty processor export division evaluate office shall be forwarded to custom export shippers and custom representative. B. Notice to staffing and submit at least 24 hours in advance indicating their own kind such as quantity to be staff. The assigned staffing inspector shall be not allowed stuffing export cargoes into the container van unless the duty process stuffing has been facilitated with authority to the load stuff thereon. D. The assign of the inspectors shall be serviced in an annual staffing which shall conduct by the President's representative shall be parties considered. E. Upon the competition conduct with staffing, the assigned staffing inspectors inspector shall affix signature on a staffing report con- into the container. 1.3 Loading of bulk break export cargoes of ship site. A. Loading export cargoes shall be effect, effected only upon a presentation to the customs. B. All cargoes ship site shall be operate permits such as custom inspector shall be take note names with letters. C. Loading bulk cargoes shall be ship site subject waiting. D. Loading containers with whether loading an empty ship's type from the lighters should not be allowed because its difficulty checking appears ver- verification be required. 1.4 Instructions relative to loading contain containerized inspector export cargoes. A. The loading inspectors assigned by the carrying vessel shall verify ascertain ascertain to export declaration permit indicate therein have a duty evaluate office. B. Loading of the shall be not allowed loading of motorized export cargoes into this assigned vessel without the corresponding duty beside export declarations permit with authority to the load attempt thereon. D. Duty and responsibilities loading inspectors. 1. The loading inspector shall inspect the ship that all contains export cargoes covered by the duty. Duty. B. A 2. He shall assign submit sequence loading prepare carrying inspectors in a vessel carrying vessel. Number 3. He shall prepare the assigned inspector's certificate of the landing ICL and the forward same export landing mission represented equivalent and unit concern. Number 4. Before it shall certify assigned certificate of inspectors loading CIL 24 hours after the departure of the vessel warehouse shipments. 5. He shall perform such as other duties that we assign is him, her from time to time. Number 2. Bolt and brake bolt. 2.1 Loading and export cargoes of dockside. Export permits covered export loading shall be presented to the custom inspectors prior to annual loading. 2.3 Loading passengers, baggage, crew, personnel affects the cargoes. The customers inspectors on a board shall not examine passengers' baggage. However, is no examiner to the hand during the holidays, during night time, and Sunday and holidays. Section 17 Customs Transit. Custom transit means custom procedure under which good cargoes are transported under custom control from one. There are four kinds of custom transit operation. A. From port to entry and to another port of entry exit point from the override expedition, i.e. local POM and POM to Subic. B. From port to entry to another B. Foreign port entry inland custom office IM then that point E point OM to PESA to or outside CY dash CFS dash of the C. From inland customs office port entry to exit point of outright expiration I point E, PESA or 2 OM, and D from the port of entry inland customs office to another CBW to PESA and PESA to PESA. Section 18 Transshipment A. Special instructors instructions to custom inspectors relative to the discharge of transshipment cargoes. 1. Goods from foreign port may be transshipped direct from the carrying vessel to another vessel engaged the coastwise or foreign trade upon receipt to written permission from collector of customs. When a foreign transshipment permit authorized transfer of cargo from a foreign port receive inspectors on a consignment. 3. Bolt and break bolt cargoes for a foreign transshipment shall either be discharged directly into the receiving vessel it comes alongside. Next. Number 4. Containerized cargoes of foreign cargoes transshipment shall be discharged at the same pier. Eventual loading to the receiving vessel under the same condition. State Section 15A into number 2 above. B. Instructions relative for foreign transshipment. Peace. B. Instruction relative to foreign transshipment by CCD after having a duty precise of at the deputy collector operation the foreign transshipment permit. Section 19. Transfer of imported cargo to outside CY-CFC by CCD after having been duty process of the office of the deputy collectors to operation. The permit to transfer to outlet CY-CFS shall be cursed through the Custom Container Control Division or its equivalent office for positioning container numbers of their eventual transfer. The permit to transfer outside CY-CFC S shall be transmitted to the office of the chief PID or its equivalent office. That's all, and thank you. Thank you.